Can you hear me, Laura Joy? Is anybody out there? I've got my phone right here because I'm making sure that Laura Joy can hear me. Can you hear me, Laura Joy? Yay, yay. Laura says it's working. Yay, 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 yay. Go on. All right, I'm putting this confounded thing away, but I needed it to make sure that we are being heard. Let me see. We have about a minute to go before we get inundated with all the people who are going to join us for Yoga Nidra. So in the meantime, if you're already here, welcome. Welcome. How are you? I'm glad you're here. The bosses asked me to do this, and I told them it would have to mean that I would actually brush my hair and take a shower. So I just put on a different pair of sweatpants for you. And I'm just going as comfortable as possible these days. So just a minute more before it is half past the hour. And just talk for a little bit, and then we will go into a Yoga Nidra. So what a Yoga Nidra is a deep relaxative state so that you can let all the worries of your mind maybe hopefully fall away, or at the very least you have a moment to recognize the worries of your mind and see that there's like a separation between the mind and the chatter and this observer, right? This unknown kind of peace of quietude that's inside of us that can actually observe our thoughts. So a Yoga Nidra is the yoga of sleep, and it's a very lovely and relaxing event for a lot of people. Sometimes you may not go into a deep relaxative state, but it's, just depends on, I guess it depends on the depending. So you're not doing it wrong. Say, if you don't get into a deep relaxative state, it's not like you've failed your Yoga Nidra session. It's not like that, And if you've fallen asleep too, that's another thing that happens frequently, but the words get in. So ultimately, this is just meant for you to take a moment for yourself to get very comfortable. So before we begin, please grab blankets. So you see here, I'm actually sitting on these blankets here. You can grab whatever blankets are available, whatever pillows are available, a backgammon board if you want, or a medicine ball. So ideally you want to have your head above your heart. So make it so that you can prop up your little head, maybe fold a blanket like that. Let me move these blocks out of the way so you can see it. And a lot of times people put something under their knees, right? Just for like low back stuff, but just, and if you are on the floor, you can even do this in your bed, but if you're on the floor, you can put even pillows underneath your hands or whatever it is. If you have an eye pillow, you can put an eye pillow over your head. So the idea is to make yourself as comfortable as you can. So what's going to happen is this is actually from the iRest, Richard Miller, whom I had the good fortune to study with for just a little bit. This is straight out of his book. So the script is very much Richard Miller's script, so nothing that I wrote myself, and I want to say that. When I begin the iRest, I'm actually going to step out of the picture, and I'm going to put these headphones on so that you can hear me better. And I'm going to light a candle and some incense and maybe put these orchids here so that, if you need some visuals or something like that, it's not just me reading from a script. So just take a few moments to get what you need for your practice of iRest. And prop yourself up nicely and make sure that you're comfortable. You can do it sitting up. You can do it in your bed. You can put a pillow underneath your head, a pillow underneath your knees. And I'm just going to wait just a moment so that you can feel a sense of comfort. And in the meantime, while you're doing that, I wanted to talk to you about a few vocabulary words or things that will actually come up while I'm doing this. And I'm going to talk about an intention, right? And so many times you go to yoga class and I'll say, set your intention now. But for me, that's always something that doesn't speak to me. So I want to just make it clear when we talk about our intentions, it is something that we want for ourselves. And we say it in a clear and present manner. So it's not like, God, I hope I get through this alive. My intention is, Jesus, God, I hope I get through this alive. It's my family and I are safe. I am safe and the universe takes care of me. So take a moment to really think of an intention that you may have to get through this. I want to be of service to human beings. That might even be something that we call a heartfelt desire, which is like, well, why do you want to get through this alive, for example, so that you can make more money or so that you could be of service to human beings, so there's this whole amazing new world order that I think we have an opportunity to really look at. So if you have all of this time now to really think about like, gosh, what is it that is truly meaningful in my life? And what is it that, maybe that brings meaning in my life? So it's a heartfelt desire. So think of an intention and think of a heartfelt desire. I am safe. My family is safe. I get through this so that I can learn to be of service to other human beings. And then I want us all to recall a time in our life, when we weren't in shelter or, this imminent threat. And, maybe it was like a time you were skiing or surfing, or when you were a little kid and you made a fort, something that brings the body this deep sense of peace and relaxation. It is a place and time that is unchanged by time or circumstance. So we refer to that as your inner resource. So if you take just a couple of moments, you make yourself comfortable. Think of an intention, a heartfelt desire, and something that is an inner resource somewhere in your life, or something that might have happened, that brings you a deep sense of comfort. For me, it's when I wake up in the morning and I have my cup of coffee and my dog's next to me and I'm safe and I feel completely at peace with the world. It's a time that I can always recall. So with that, why don't you go ahead and lie down? I'm going to put this flower here as a prop. I'm going to light this candle here as another prop. Something relaxing about looking at a flame, though it be small, right? And I'm going to plug my headphones in. I have, and then I'm going to put my earphones in so that you can hear me a little bit better. So I'm going to begin then. Put my glasses on. So begin your practice of iRest in a comfortable position, arranging your body so that you feel completely supported for going into a deep state of rest and self-inquiry. I'm going to just check my phone to make sure somebody can hear me. I think that we can. Allow your legs to be apart, your arms away from your body, and your palms turned upwards with support under the back of your head so that your chin remains below the level of your forehead throughout your practice of iRest to assist your thinking mind to relax. Support your back by placing a blanket under your knees, and if helpful, place an eye bag over your eyes. And if you could be 5 or 10% more comfortable, make any adjustments to bring ease and well-being throughout your body and mind. During iRest, welcome every experience as a messenger that is inviting you to explore particular sensations, emotions, and thoughts, or the recognition of being spacious awareness, welcoming and responding to each messenger that arrives in your guest house of awareness with curiosity and openness. Bring attention to your senses, allowing each perception to come to you. Sounds around and within your body, the touch of air on your skin, sensations where your body touches the surface that are providing support, and sensations within your body. Sensing the vibrant aliveness or vital life force of the body just as it is. Recall your intention for today's practice, and perhaps to remain alert and attentive, or to inquire into a particular sensation, emotion, or belief that you wish to work with today, or to abide as joy, being, or awareness, fully welcoming and affirming your intention for today's practice with your entire body and mind. Now, recall your heart's deepest desire, wish, or mission. The feeling of life living through you as a deep longing, perhaps for health, healing, or awakening. A spontaneous desire or wish to manifest more than anything else during your lifetime. That gives you a sense of life's purpose and meaning. Affirming and experiencing the felt sense of your heartfelt desire as true in this moment. As you're ready, set your heartfelt desire aside, welcoming how it may affirm itself throughout your practice and in your daily life. Bring attention to your inner resource, resting back into and experiencing the felt sense of unchanging being or a feeling of well-being in your body, a safe haven or refuge that helps you feel secure and at ease. Welcoming the felt sense of being and well-being as spacious, open, timeless, perfect, familiar, unchanging, yet fresh and always present. If helpful, invite in people or images, a wise man or woman, a power animal, an object, or a place in nature. Images that nourish feelings of being secure, peaceful, and at ease, and the felt sense of being and well-being throughout your body. Know that you can return to your inner resource at any time, day or night, and throughout your practice of iRest, whenever you feel the need to feel totally secure and at ease. Sensing your mouth, lips, teeth, gums, the ceiling of the mouth, the floor, the walls of the mouth, left and right, the tongue, jaw, the entire mouth and jaw as radiant sensation. Give up being involved with thinking and welcome sensation just as it is. Sensation of the left ear, the right ear, welcoming both ears simultaneously as radiant sensation. Left nostril, right nostril, the flow of air and sensation inside both nostrils. Left eye, eyebrow, temple, cheekbone, the entire left eye as radiant sensation. The right eye, eyebrow, temple, cheekbone, the right eye as radiant sensation. Both eyes simultaneously, a field of radiant sensation, without analyzing, sensing your way. Mouth, ears, nose, eyes, forehead, scalp, back of the head, neck, inner walls of the throat, left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, left hand and fingers, the entire left arm as radiant sensation, right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, right hand and fingers, the entire right arm as radiant sensation. Give up analyzing and welcome both arms as radiant sensation. Upper chest, mid chest, lower abdomen, upper back, mid back, lower back, the entire back of the torso, front of the torso. Let go of thinking. The entire torso, inside and outside, as radiant sensation. Pelvis, sacrum, the pelvis and sacrum as radiant sensation, left buttock, left hip, left thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, left foot and toes. The entire left leg as radiant sensation, alert, attentive, sensing the right buttock, right hip, right thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, foot, and toes. The entire right leg as radiant sensation, right leg, left leg, both legs at the same time as a field of radiant sensation, sensing the front of the body, the back of the body, left side of the body, right side, deep inside the body, surface sensations, the entire body as a field of radiant sensation. Sense all that you are aware of now, how sensation is a movement within awareness. Feel back into awareness itself, sensing yourself as spacious, unchanging awareness in which all of the changing sensations are arising and unfolding. Changing sensation, revealing unchanging awareness. Sense the body breathing itself and the natural flow of air and sensation entering and leaving the body as the body is breathing itself, letting go of analyzing, sensation in the nostrils, throat, chest and abdomen, the body breathing itself. And mentally begin counting now from 7 to 1, while sensing the abdomen rising and releasing as the breath naturally flows in and out. 7, inhaling, abdomen rising and expanding. 7, exhaling, abdomen releasing. 6, inhaling, abdomen rising and expanding. 6, exhaling, abdomen releasing. Counting with your body's own natural breathing rhythm. Alert, attentive, completely absorbed in counting from 7 to 1, and the body breathing itself. If you lose count, start again at 7. Counting, body breathing itself, abdomen expanding and releasing. Alert, attentive, counting as the body breathes itself. And now, counting, falling away, attentive to the flows of sensation throughout the body, alert and attentive. the body, a field of radiant sensation. And, if helpful, interweave your inner resource of being and well-being throughout your body, feeling secure and at ease, aware and sensing all that is present in awareness, and dissolve into being unchanging awareness in which these changing perceptions are unfolding. Welcome spontaneous feelings that are present, perhaps warmth, heaviness, or comfort, or feelings that are most calling your attention in this moment. Without changing what you perceive, simply welcoming spontaneous feelings that are present. And if helpful, locate opposite feelings. If you're sensing warmth, sense coolness. If heaviness, sense lightness. If comfort, then discomfort. Then move back and forth between opposites at your own rhythm. Can you perceive opposites simultaneously without analyzing, just sensing? And if helpful, interweave your inner resource of being and well-being throughout your body, feeling secure and at ease. And perceive how everything is a movement in awareness. Then dissolve into being unchanging awareness in which all of the changing sensations are arising and unfolding. Welcome an emotion that is present, or recall a specific emotion that you are working with in your life. And if no emotion is present, this too is your experience. Everything just as it is. And if an emotion is present, where in your body do you feel it? Are there images or thoughts that accompany this emotion? Is there a center to this emotion? Is there an outermost periphery? Welcoming your experience just as it is without judging or analyzing. And if helpful, locate an opposite emotion and where and how you experience it in your body. Then, moving back and forth between these opposites, experiencing first one, then its opposite in your own rhythm. Now, when it feels right, sense both emotions at the same time and how this acts on your entire body and mind. And if helpful, interweave your inner resource of being and well-being throughout your body, feeling secure and at ease, while sensing how everything is a movement in awareness. Feel back into being unchanging awareness in which changing perceptions are unfolding. Locate a thought or belief that you take to be true about yourself. And if no belief is present, this too is your experience. And if a belief is present, where and how do you feel it in your body when you take it to be true? Welcoming memories, images, or emotions that spontaneously arrive without analyzing or trying to change your experience. If it's helpful, bring to mind the opposite of this belief. Where and how do you feel it in your body when you take the opposite belief to be true? There is no right or wrong answer. Your experience is perfect just as it is. Is there an image or an emotion that arises with this belief? Are there associated thoughts or beliefs that are present? Staying with your experience just as it is. Now return to the original belief while noticing what's present, and return to the opposite belief again, holding it as true while welcoming your experience with curiosity and openness. And at your own rhythm, alternating several times between these opposites in your body. Then, welcoming both beliefs to be present at the same time while experiencing how this impacts your entire body and mind. And, if helpful, interweave your inner resource of being and well being throughout your body, feeling secure and at ease. And be aware of all that is now in awareness, and dissolve into being unchanging awareness in which all the changing perceptions are unfolding. Sense the entire body as a field of radiant sensation, while bringing attention to the sensations of well-being, joy, or bliss that are present. Feel an inner smile radiating from your heart, your lips gently smiling, sensations of joy, bliss, and well-being expanding throughout the entire body, every cell radiantly alive with a feeling of joy and well-being. If helpful, recall an image of someone you love, or someone who loves you, or a particular circumstance from your life that evokes feelings of joy and well-being into your entire body. Then give up images and become completely absorbed in the feeling of pure joy and well-being throughout the body. And if helpful, interweave your inner resource of unchanging being into your experience of joy and well-being. Perceive how every perception is arising in your awareness. Feel back into awareness itself, sensing yourself as spacious and unchanging awareness in which all of the changing perceptions are arising, changing perceptions revealing unchanging awareness. Feel back beyond what you are perceiving and experiencing. Experience yourself as vast, spacious, and unchanging awareness. How everything arises within awareness and reveals awareness as the very spaciousness in which it is unfolding. Sense now how awareness touches and pervades each movement that arises, sensing your way, dissolving into being awareness itself, and inquire as awareness, where's my center? Where's my periphery? You can't think your way into this inquiry. Instead, feel your way into it. And, if helpful, interweave your inner resource of being and well being throughout your body, feeling secure and at ease, allowing everything to be just as it is, without trying to understand anything, simply being just as you are, and everything just as it is, while being spacious, unchanging awareness, even as changing experiences come and go. Everything just as it is. Awareness, aware of itself. Reflect back upon the journey you've just taken. Welcome qualities that are or have been present, feelings, emotions, thoughts, sensations, and unchanging awareness in which everything is arising, unfolding, and passing away. And be aware of your deepest heartfelt desire, welcoming it as an affirmation of your present reality, while noting an intention that supports living this heartfelt longing in your everyday life. Imagine yourself going about your day while feeling your inner resource of unchanging being and well-being, and yourself as unchanging awareness in which all the changing activities of your life are unfolding: emotions, thoughts, sensations, your personality, and this indescribable sense of being unchanging awareness, sensing the paradox of being both spacious and vast as awareness, without border or boundary, all the while being this personality that has location, center, and periphery. Your body, mind, and personality free to be just as they are, sensing and affirming how in each moment you always know the exact and perfect response to each situation that you encounter in life. Take your time now as you transition into your waking life. When it feels right, opening and closing your eyes several times while feeling your inner resource of unchanging being and well being. Returning to your eyes open state of waking consciousness, alert, awake, grateful for taking this time for yourself and the practice of iRest, coming fully back to your eyes open, wide awake, and alert state of consciousness and being. Well, I would say don't drive anywhere immediately, but I don't think anybody's going to drive anywhere immediately. Thank you so much. Have a good